Wake up with us, it's time to rise and shine. Morning mayhem's on the air, we're feeling fine. We got a Marco, Tomlin, and Mama Manning too. Bringing you the latest, there's nothing we can't do. Morning mayhem, it's a wild ride. Sports news and the daily updates, we're on your side. Special guests and interviews galore. We're taking over Woodland Regional, we're knocking down the door.
Good morning, Woodland, and welcome to April 7th. It is a Monday. It is a rainy Monday.
A day.
It's an A day, and I should have put down GrubX on my yard because it's raining. Because you got to put down the grub control and then have it rain in, and then it sinks.
And the lime.
And the lime, yeah, because I had to get to that. I don't know when that whole thing happened. I don't know when I started caring about the lawn. I think there's a certain age you hit, and all of a sudden you're like, your lawn's important, and I'm out there with my khaki shorts and my sandals, like standing in the yard looking around at it. Going,
And your knee-high white socks.
I don't have the socks yet. I think that's like the next phase.
It will come.
And the badge, lawn police?
No, I don't have that. I have aprons about being a grilling dad and stuff, but I don't have the lawn care accoutrement because I've never been that guy.
Give it time.
Yeah. Now I cut the lawn twice, once just to knock it down, and then once to get it right to perfect. And I go at angles, so it's not the same pattern every time. It's all consuming. It's all consuming. So I'm looking forward to the spring, bringing the grass back a little bit. It's a little dormant. I have some brown patches, so we'll see how that goes. But the rain is good for that. So, and I don't know about overseeding. Wow, that was a lot. That was a lot to unpack right there. Good morning.
You should really be, dethatching and overseeding right now.
Yeah, well, I was looking to get one of those tools you drag behind the tractor.
They're pretty cool.
I hate raking. I know how good it is for the lawn, but I hate raking.
Then you should throw some topsoil over.
So if there's anybody out there that's looking for community service, I have such a deal I have for you. Today's funny and interesting historical fact is today in 1969, if you go back in 1969, the internet was born, and so was I. On April 7th, the first official RFC, a request for comments, was published, laying the groundwork for how the internet would function. And the title of the software program was Host Software. And it wasn't that exciting, but it was the first baby step. So way back then, and it took another 30 years, 20 years to really get that.
9 years, 8 years.
8 years, 10 years. Today's birthday, Jackie Chan. Jackie Chan was born on April. There you go.
There you go.
I just watched Rush Hour last night.
Oh, great.
Not even to the celebration of it. Just happened to happen.
Great
I was
movie.
And the International Day is World Health Day, celebrated since 1950, and the founding of the World Health Organization and focused on global health awareness. All right. I don't know what's going on in the building this week, but it's a busy week of education and things going on. Let me see what happens here.
Are you forgetting Friday?
Huh? Oh, no, I didn't get that far.
Okay.
He's checking for the week before
the
Friday.
week for, well, we got a full week. It is National Library Week. So if you feel drawn to the doors in the hallway in the second floor, feel free to stop in and find out what National Library Week is all about. And today is Drawn to Freedom Day, the right to read on April 7th. The results from last week's Pom Pom Poll of the Week. Here we go. Tacos 23, burritos 39.
As it should be.
Yeah, I think that's right.
That's disappointing.
Although they do call it Taco Tuesday. I feel more people eat burritos on that Tuesday. I do. I really feel. Even though it's called something. Woodlands Pom Pom Poll of the Week. Beach vacation or a mountain vacation? Beach or mountain?
Mountain.
Mountain, but my family would make me go to the beach.
Oh, yeah. I would go mountain. My wife would go beach. I already know the answer to that one. And don't forget, Legally Blonde is coming up April 26th, 27th, and 28th. Get your tickets now. You can pre-order. I think they already sold 100 tickets in pre-order sales. So if you want to see this, you're definitely have to jump on that ticket bandwagon. National Honor Society has a meeting Wednesday, April 9th at 1:55. That's going to be in the Media Center, and that is all chapter members this time. Both junior and senior chapter members need to be there. And then
roll.
That was as close I come to a drum roll. April 11th, first official spring 2025 pep rally. Dodgeball. Students versus teachers. It is going to be epic. Let's see. Woodland GSA has a meeting Thursday, April 10th. That's 2 to 3 in room 212. That's this Thursday. The senior class trip is Thursday, May 29th, and that's $70. Now, there was a message that says that even if you have a park pass or a season pass, you still have to pay the senior class trip $70. This is something different for that to cover all the things that go into going in, not just getting into the park. And that's your news. So don't forget, that's your daily updates. And don't forget to charge your Chromebook every day. Let's do this every morning. Time now for the news with Tomlin.
And now, with the latest headlines, over to the news desk with Tomlin.
Good morning. Couple top stories to start your day. First off, Jaguar and
Jaguar.
Land Rover car makers have paused shipments to the U.S. over the current tariff program. So if you're looking to buy a new Jaguar or Land Rover, buy them now because there's no more coming.
I think it's
Wow.
Land Rover.
Yeah, Land
Rovier.
Yes. Asian stock markets fell significantly due to ongoing tariff turmoil, with U.S. futures also declining, triggering safe havens like Treasury futures to surge. Oil prices faced heavy pressure, with Brent crude dropping to U.S. 63.53 per barrel as global growth outlook worsens. J.P. Morgan warned of a 60% risk of a recession due to U.S. trade policies and predicted multiple rate cuts by the Federal Reserve this year.
Oh, it's Monday. It's Monday.
Bitcoin fell below the
Here we go.
78,000 level as investors braced for more financial market volatility after U.S. equities suffered their worst decline since 2020. All right, now I have a series of good stories for you.
Thank goodness.
All right. There's a brand new feline in the Guinness World Records for having the longest tail. A silver Maine Coon from Minnesota sports a tail measuring 18.5 inches. That's 46.99 centimeters for our international listeners, beating out all living domestic cats and easily surpassing the previous record holder that measured 16.07. Name of this 2-year-old is Mr. Pugsley Adams.
It's the Adams family.
Yeah,
Yes,
this is
yeah.
a Pugsley.
Pugsley.
Yeah.
All right, 2 researchers in the U.S.
Mister.
Yes.
If you're nasty.
With
Mr.
respect.
Pugsley. Yes, exactly.
2 U.S. researchers in the U.S. and Australia have discovered important mechanisms that prevent B cells from attacking the body's own tissues in autoimmune disease like arthritis, lupus, and multiple sclerosis. The process have won them a prestigious prize. They've been awarded 6 million Swedish kronen, which is about 600,000 American dollars.
Wow. That's pretty good news right there.
There you go. All right, a couple more for you, Dave.
All right,
Make
Mike,
Monday
we're
feel
moving
good.
we're trending in the right direction.
The Philadelphia Zoo is overjoyed to announce the hatching of 4 critically endangered Galapagos tortoises for the first time in the zoo's 150-year history. The parents are Western Santa Cruz tortoises, are the zoo's oldest residents, each estimated to be 100 years old.
Wow.
So there is hope for 100-year-old plus tortoises.
All right.
They've had 4 babies.
And 100 babies at 100.
And I don't know if anyone saw it, but if any of you are interested, the long hidden movie Wile E. Coyote versus Acme has dropped. So this is the movie they made.
I thought this is the one that got buried. The WB said it's going in archive.
So no,
Warner Brothers wasn't going to release it.
It is going to be released.
It is.
So few in America will likely be aware that a critically acclaimed live-action / animated Looney Tunes movie starring Wile E. Coyote was wholly made, but then shelved by Warner Brothers Studios. After a raucous outcry from the creative team who fell in love with the project and spent months bringing it to life, Warner Brothers Discovery finally agreed to sell the rights to Ketchup Entertainment for what an insider told the Wrap was around $50 million.
Yeah, because I think they took it and they wrote it off as a loss when they merged with that other company.
So
when HBO Max.
The movie was created for a loss.
Yeah. Well, no, the movie was created to go to the theaters, but they're like, we have to bring down the cost overhead. So they started like tanking a bunch of shows and just selling them off, and we thought we'd never see that. Oh, excited.
So even though the film had been consistently highly rated by critics and early screening audiences, it almost received an Acme anvil to the head before anyone in the public could actually see it. I know.
That's a nice reference there.
So the whole premise is Wile E. Coyote Coyote is suing Acme for their faulty products that he's purchased over the years. I want to go see this. This is I don't know. Don't know if younger people will get this, but I want to go see it.
I want to see it. I want to see Thunderbolts too.
Yeah, that
I don't know.
It's gonna be good.
I think there'll be a couple movies this summer I'm going to go see.
I always
in the
felt
theater.
sorry when he was flattened by the anvil.
Oh, it's because you have a good heart, Nance.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah.
Listen, the Roadrunner's the true villain. Of
I
the
always
cartoon.
cracked up.
Me.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Roadrunner.
Especially when you're off the cliff.
Each episode.
Every-
3 times.
I just love you would hold up the sign.
yeah.
Help. There's
Oh,
your
good
news.
times. And our audience probably has no idea. Well, some of our audience does, but the younger audience probably has no idea what we're talking about.
Yeah, I
Because
tried.
they can watch cartoons whenever they want.
I
They
tried,
don't have to wake up at Saturday at 6 a.m. and watch us.
tried to get my children into that. They had no interest in.
Really?
Yeah, they had no interest. I tried. Like, you have to watch this. Like, this is important cartoons. Like this.
Time to like car trips. Make them watch them when you're going on vacation. Everything seems different. Like old seems new when you're going on vacation.
So
You're trapped in the
Fi-
car.
find a hotel that.
And I think you
only
should rent
has-
like an old Pontiac station wagon instead of like a comfortable bus.
We had the Ford Crown Victoria limited edition
Yeah.
with fake wood paneling.
There you go. That's vacation.
Like, yeah, with the
No air
dark-
conditioning.
Oh my God, dark brown interior. Still had the cigarette windows up front and the ashtrays in the arms, and yeah,
And the radio
was
with the
the
dials, and you have and
you
yeah,
could actually
yeah,
see the needle move
Yeah.
back and forth.
that's the kind they need there. And the 8-track radio, pop that 8-track in, and right in the middle of the song, on a dark desert highway, and like it would change tracks right in the middle of the song. Yeah,
Bench seating everywhere and seatbelt optional.
I mean, I'm saying it now like it's good old days, the good old days. That's the news with Tomlin. And the good old days over to the sports desk with Mama Manning.
Here's a shot at the buzzer. Strike 3 call.
Let's go.
Time now for sports with Mama Manning.
Let's go. Good morning.
Let's go indeed.
I was saving my voice.
Oh yeah.
All right. From Saturday, Woodland Sports. Girls tennis was postponed versus Holy Cross. Boys tennis was postponed
I kind of saw that coming. Yep.
against Holy Cross. Girls softball played and beat Noggy 17-4.
Holy moly.
Boys baseball played Noggy, but Noggy nudged us out 4-2.
Oof. It's close.
Yes, today we have weather permitting girls tennis versus
I don't
Wolcott
know.
home 3:45. Boys tennis versus Wolcott away 3:30. The golf team is versus Oxford home at 2:45. Softball versus Watertown home 3:45. Baseball versus Ansonia home 3:45.
Now for golf, is our home
Oxford Greens.
Oxford Greens as well
Yep.
as Oxford? Is that
Yep.
their home green as well?
Yep.
So we share the same home.
Yep.
Kind of like the Jets and the Giants. That's the
There
same.
you go.
Yeah, shared.
So, are you
Big
ready?
news over the weekend.
Oh, really? What happened?
Ovechkin.
Wayne Gretzky's record
Oh,
was
it's
broken.
broken. There's a lot. If you were a sports fan, a lot went
A
on
lot
that day.
happened over
Yeah.
the weekend. 895 goals.
You never thought that was going to fall.
I did not.
Took what 35 years for it to happen, something
Yeah,
like
99. So he retired in 99. So that's 26 years. And same age, 39.
Really?
Oh, that's
Yeah,
nice.
I just checked that this morning.
I playing hockey at 39 years old.
Yeah. But
That's
more exciting,
longevity. I don't know. That seems like a lot
More
of
exciting.
beating on the body.
we have finals tonight. Florida, Houston,
All right, those
8:50 start.
those two games,
Oh my gosh.
two incredible comebacks.
Yes.
That Houston comeback was like nothing I've seen before in
Over Duke.
Yeah. I mean, it was like 37 seconds left on the clock, I think, and they were down 7. And they're in the finals. That's
Yeah.
all you got to say. Like, if you
There was
don't
a
know,
missed shot.
yeah,
There was a foul.
There
We
was a
made
foul.
our foul shots.
they made their foul shots. There was a steal on the inbounds pass.
And
They scored 6 points, I think, in
3
4.5
seconds.
seconds.
Yes.
Yeah, it was crazy.
And the Florida game against Auburn, that was exciting.
Oh yeah,
too.
and then Clayton took over.
Oh my
Williams
gosh.
just went
Unbelievable.
off. Like he was unstoppable, unconscious.
But even better than that, baby.
Oh, I'm glad you got to it. I didn't know if you had forgotten. I didn't want to say anything. I didn't know if you had
My heart's
watched or
pounding.
whatever.
I
was
gotta
like,
get it out.
yeah, made me nervous.
UConn
Woo!
dominated
Oh my
South
goodness.
Carolina,
And
82-59. Gino wins his 12th championship.
yeah, in dominating fashion. That was one of those games where you just like they knew they were locked in the entire
They
time.
were locked in.
The entire time.
Yes. If you heard
It wasn't
Paige,
even a matter of if, it was a matter of when. When
Yes.
is this going to be over?
even at the beginning of the season, she said our goal is to win the national championship. So that was phenomenal. She worked on it all season. Few injuries. AZ Fudd was injured during the season,
Yeah.
but she came back strong.
And the last
She
time
had
we lost
24
to South
points.
Carolina, we were not at.
We played
full
them during
team.
the season,
Oh, we did.
and
we did.
we
beat-
dominated
we-
them then.
Well, I'm saying, but we were at full staff again. Like the
Yep.
last time we lost to them,
Yeah,
we did not have the full complement.
that's right.
This time,
Unbelievable.
ain't no stopping us now.
So Paige had 17, AZ had 24.
Yeah.
Sarah Strong, National Freshman of the Year.
114 points
Wow.
in the NCAA.
Yeah. She shattered a record. She had the most points of any freshman ever.
Yep.
Wow.
It's amazing.
But you know what was disappointing?
I don't know. They didn't hit 100? What?
Dawn Staley's coaching. What did she do in the third quarter? When her team was down, not by 20, not yet, not by 30, not yet, she sat her butt down and she coached from the bench.
Yeah.
And the players were coming off frustrated. She wasn't playing calls. She was watching. She gave up too early. That's
yeah.
not how you coach. Gino coaches, we're up by 30. We miss an easy layup and he's yelling and screaming. We shoot a three that shouldn't have been shot. He's yelling and screaming, even if we're up by 30. She gave up too early.
Well, sometimes you know your team too, where and I think Coach Tomlin can attest to this. That sometimes like I am up on the floor next to the team an entire season. I'm just pacing the sidelines. And there's other seasons where I'm just on the bench because that's what they need to. Is I'm not up on them all the time because I can frustrate them or put them in a different position. So there's a different technique sometimes
Yes, I
with the
understand
team that you
but
have.
Her coaching style.
Her
is to
coaching
be
style is up in your
up and
face.
pacing,
Yeah.
yelling and screaming.
Yelling
Even
and
Kim
screaming.
Mulkey.
She did. Well, you know what? She did have to get pulled down and sit down a couple times
Yeah,
because
she
she
almost
was.
got teed up.
Yeah. And I saw the
She was
assistant
fighting
coming in.
calls.
Right.
Yep.
So I don't know if she was relegated to the bench as well. But hey, the way that UConn was playing, South Carolina did exactly what they set out to do.
hmm
They took away the 3-point shots
Mhm.
and they played really tight man
They double and
defense.
triple team Paige.
And then, so because they put so much on Paige that everybody else elevated their game.
Which is Gino's
Gino,
style.
hmm
Everybody contributes.
right. And then they used Paige just to draw it in, and then
Yeah.
she would just kick
But
it
she had
out.
blocks. She had steals. She was awesome on defense.
She would not be denied last night.
Darn right. You know
Oh,
what her
yes, sorry.
philosophy was?
All or nothing
The play that you're in
is the
Right.
most important play.
is the most important play ever. And
Yeah.
that's how she played.
Yeah.
Every play.
And that
counted.
hug when she came off the floor,
Yeah.
like I'm not gonna lie, I got emotional when he came off. Like
Oh, I
the
was
kid's been
crying.
around for a long
Yeah.
time, and you get
And
used to watching what they
she-
go through,
yeah,
and
she's
she's
over
gone through so much.
many injuries, ACL tears,
Yeah,
surgeries. So God bless her.
yeah, and the fact that Gino's like, you know what, it's not just for me.
Yeah.
It's like I've got mine. I'm good.
Yeah. And
It's
they
getting
asked
them
her
there.
afterwards what he said in the hug. Did you hear
Yeah, I
this?
did. I
And
did.
he said, I
watched it.
love you. And what did she say back?
I hate you.
She had to get that out.
Yeah.
It took 5 years for her to say that.
Yeah, just think of the company that she's in, and she's one
Yeah.
of the all-time greats.
Yeah. She'll
So,
go first in the draft, no doubt.
Yeah, and now
To the
we,
Wings of Dallas.
we look to see what Sarah Strong's going to do now too. So
Yeah.
it's going to be good.
Yep.
And that's the sports with Mama Manning. All right. Thank you for joining us this morning. Hope you're off to a good week, a good start to the week. And don't forget, on behalf of the show, she's Mama Manning. He just ran down the hallway. He's Tomlin. I'm Amato. Good morning, Woodland.
every morning at 7 a.m.
Check us out on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram too. We're streaming on Spotify. We're reaching out to you. Join the Morning Mayhem crew.
Knocking down the door.